Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out Brand of Sacrifice. We've never done this band on the channel.
Cool last name though.
Badass name. The name of the song is even better. Demon King. Finally! The Demon King has come back to YouTube. You know what I entered her channel there? A little bit of a mixture of The Rock and Galactic Criminal.
Oh.
I was trying to go for a little bit of a love child of those two.
I'd love to see that love child. How it would turn out.
Wow.
Somebody
Buffed with a big beard.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing.
With tattoos and everything.
Yeah, shaved head, buffed, big beard, tattoos. Exactly. And every 5 seconds, boobs. You know, because he's...
I want to see that edit. I want to see like the mixture of The Rock and Galactic.
Like a morphing of the two of them. Is there software that allows you to do that?
It's called being good at art.
If anybody out there knows how to do it, please hook us up. Send it to us, and we'll hook up our good friend Galactic Criminal
with a new profile picture
with the new avatar.
Yeah.
Like there you go. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's check this out. Can I go first? If you're thinking of demolishing a building, I honestly don't think you need a wrecking ball. Just take a boombox, play, you know, make sure the speakers are facing the said building, and then just play this track.
But you have to
the building will pull up its skirt and start running away from you.
You have to skip to the breakdown, and then that's when it's just gonna start coming down.
I know, but you got to warm it up. It's got to be there's got to be a little bit of foreplay involved. I mean, you're not just gonna Bill Cosby it. Like
I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you right now.
You're not a fan of the vocals.
No, throughout the song, like the parts where it was fast and it was heavy, I was actually okay with the different vocals because, to be honest, I was very into the fast pace and the different sounds I was hearing.
The guitars were killer.
Yeah, the guitar was making very different sounds that I haven't heard before and stuff like that. So I was really digging it, and I'm like, okay, these vocals are going really well with it, so I can look over that. But then when the breakdown came, I did like the breakdown because the breakdown did make me feel like my chest was like moving towards the ground, and I was slowly...
Gravity was taking control.
Yeah, but then the vocals were doing stuff during the breakdown, and I wasn't really into that because it no longer had the fast pace and the guitar, so I could no longer look over it.
It just felt like it was flexing.
Exactly, and it was like flexing a fake watch.
I don't even know what that means, but anyways.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I get it. Oh, I guess you're saying like you're flexing like your wealth, but it's not real.
But it's not real.
Oh, okay. I got it. Wow, it took me a little bit. It's like flexing a fake watch. God, I mean, your metaphors and you need to up your game. You're not at my level.
But your level, everyone gets it. My level, it's a distinct amount of people.
Oh, yours is an acquired taste. Mine, I'm more of a popular opinion kind of guy.
See, yeah.
All right, so you're saying I'm for the people, and you're like more for the aristocracy or whatever that word is.
Yeah, see, you're Aquafina and I'm Fiji.
All right. On that note, let's move on from that. And let me say this. Okay, the vocals, fine. I don't necessarily disagree
because I saw there's no way you could lie to me. I saw your face when it was just the vocals and the breakdown, and you kind of, just like me, and we stopped doing the... We stopped...
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
We stopped into it, and I was kind of looking at you through the camera, and you were like... You were trying, but he just... Every so often, a new squeal would come in, and you would just kind of stay back.
Yeah, kind of frightening, moments. Having said that, let's break down this song a little bit. I love the guitar playing on this track. I really do. I like the changes, how interesting it is. It offered me like you said like new sounds that you haven't heard before. I'm not sure if it's new sounds that I haven't heard before, but I definitely haven't heard them in this sort of array and this combination of flavor that this song had. So I enjoyed that perspective because it's a song that doesn't allow you musically. And I'm not even going into the vocals yet. Musically, it's not a song that allows you to feel comfortable. Because there's no... You can find a few patterns, but they're very scattered. It's really hard for you to get into a groove. Because it's constantly changing the groove. So you're like, okay, I thought this was going to happen now, so I thought now it's the time where I can get into this. And then it changes. Oh, okay, no, I have to go over here. When you get there, it's like, oh, now it's over there. Like, it's gone... And I don't necessarily... I don't dislike that because it keeps you on your... It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you engaged with the track. So I really like that aspect. I like the guitars.
Also, after the breakdown, that guitar was so nice.
That was incredible.
That was really nice.
I just wish they actually pushed it a little bit further because I thought that sound... It had some meat on it.
Yeah.
I liked it. One other element that I really enjoyed throughout the track on a consistent basis on how good it was the drums. Dude, the drummer was impeccable. I loved what he was doing, like bringing so much power, so much strength. Like while the guitars have more of a direct, penetrating sound, they're not as fat sounding.
Yeah, so you need the drums.
The drums
have bass line.
Yeah, and if you think about it, because the guitars have a lot of this permeating sounds to them. The vocals sometimes get into those really squeals, which becomes really penetrating as well.
Thin.
Very thin. So you need something that has some sort of consistency from the beginning all the way to the end. So, put some meat on the bone, if you will, on the track. And I felt the drums did that consistently. And I really enjoyed watching him play. Like, he had style, he had flair, and I loved the sound that he brought to the track from a drum perspective. Now, on the vocals, I'm with you. I've said this before. I'm not a huge fan of that vocal approach. I'm not. Neither are you. And for me, for that vocal approach to work, I have to feel like it's going somewhere, and it's helping the track get to where the track needs to go. And all the way up until that point, I felt like they were doing that. I wasn't upset about it. I because the song had so much aggression, had so many changes. The dynamic changes of the vocal approach fit the track perfectly, and I think we both agree on that. During the breakdown, I felt that it needed a little bit more consistency, and just go with one style, one approach, perhaps something a little bit more guttural, just like a growl maybe. That, because like you said, you felt like your chest was coming down, like the gravity was pulling you down. I felt the same way too. Musically, the song was pulling you down. So I think if you really want to pull me down and then kick me while I'm down, a more guttural sound from a vocal perspective, like a oh, and then just stay on that note for like a while, like to emphasize that you're like just really like face down into the ground.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been better. The flexing there and going with all of these,
because he
I mean,
like 5 different types of vocals.
Yes, and I maybe that was not the intention, but to me it almost feels like, oh, let me just show, because we're going through this part of the song. There's so much turmoil, like, you know what I mean, like you're stirring the pot. So let me just go
Add a bunch of ingredients.
Yeah, and let me just show everything that I can do. You know what I mean? Like all the different things that I can do to make to try to make that part of the song even more brutal. I'm speaking on his behalf. I don't know what the idea was, but this is my, as a fan listening, as somebody who's listening to the song, this is my perception of what's happening. I could be wrong, but that's the perception that I get when I listen to it. Is that, okay? Let me just throw as many things as I can here.
Try making it more brutal.
Yeah, not only to flex and show what I can do, but really to make the song as brutal as possible. And sometimes you could get too much of a good thing. And to me, I think that was too much of a good thing there. If it was just one, because the guitars, the breakdown itself is so dynamic. It's not like there's your typical metalcore breakdown with the same sounds just back and forth.
No, it was actually switching up a bit.
Exactly.
So you didn't need all of that.
So if musically the song is already switching as that much, give us a little bit of a consistency vocally. Allow the songs to still go in different places, but give us like one of those guttural sounds that just stays there. I felt like it was just a little bit of too much. Not musically, but vocally. It's just like, wow, like I know you can do it because you kind of did it a little bit already before in the track. I don't need I don't need a big squeal solo. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I agree with you. It doesn't hurt the song, because to me this is a track. If you're listening to this band live and this song comes up, I honestly, by the time that comes on, I don't think you even give two shits about what he's saying. He could be saying like, fuck your mama. I don't think you care.
No, you're just because there for the ride.
You're there for the, exactly. It's like we're on the Behemoth on the ride at Canada's Wonderland, and you're going down, and I tell you your zipper is open. You're like, what? Like, you don't even care. Who cares?
Why tell me this now?
Exactly. So I honestly don't think if you're watching this song live,
you're gonna care.
I don't think you're gonna give two shits.
Okay, so this song is more of a live song that you'll enjoy more than on the.
Because I think in a live perspective, there's gonna be so much turmoil happening in the pit and everywhere else.
You won't be focused on the song as much.
Yeah, and I think
what's gonna come through it more is the actual breakdown itself.
And I think this way. I think this song, the way live, you can get away with going completely berserk on the vocals because it's a live performance. It's supposed to be a little bit more organic, over the top. You're not supposed to follow the exact track A, B, and C, because otherwise I just listen to the CD. I'm not gonna go see you live. If I'm gonna go see you live, I want you to feel the energy from the audience, and I want you to give me that energy back. So going crazy on the vocals, like pig squeals, like even going oink oink oink. Honestly, I could care less. All of that to me is part of the performance. It becomes very organic, right? And I felt like he probably took a little bit of how it feels to play this song in front of people, and he brought that feeling into the recording. I just don't think from a recording perspective, for me, it was a little bit of too much. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Did I cover it up nicely?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'm glad. But we're on the same page. We have very similar tastes, to be honest. It's very rare where you go left and I go right on a song. It happens, but it's rare because we have actually very similar tastes.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give bands a little bit more of a chance, and I'm willing to go more out on a limb for some bands. You have more of a traditional taste in terms of how things go, but overall I think we're pretty close. So, all right. On that note, guys, come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See ya.
See ya.